Although we know that the Imam must have recited Surah Fatiha, but do not know what surah of the Quran is he reciting.
I understand.
What should we do?
Do you mean, should everyone who joins the prayer first go to the Imam and breathe into his ear? Say, please tell me what was the surah which you recited? Do it very quietly and respectfully, of course, I know, without disturbing the other worshippers, and then come back and occupy his space. And yet another one comes and goes to the Imam first. I think that is why it was suggested to me that a door should be opened in the front of the mosque. Did this suggestion originate from you?
So what should we do now?
You should recite whatever you think of.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
Jazakumullah. It's as easy as that, you know. I could have said that. So there are two ways of answering a question, a short one and a long one. But I did not want him to dishearten him, so I took the longer route.
All right.
Okay.
Another question.
Yes, please. Yes.
During Zohar and Asr prayers, when the Imam is a traveler, he says 2 rakats.
Right.
And Mutki
the one who follows him.
Yes, follows him.
Yes.
Says 4 rakats.
Right.
That is 2 rakats after the Imam has said the Salam.
Correct.
And the Muqtadi,
right.
In order to complete his or her prayer, says additional 2 rakats.
Right.
But when the Imam is a local man, the Muqtadi says 4 rakats
right.
after Imam.
Even if he's on journey?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
So Hazur throw some light on the subject and tell us the hikmat behind this.
Now, do you suggest that if somebody is on journey and he's saying his prayer behind a local imam, after 2 rakats you say Assalamu alaikum?
No.
Is that what you suggest?
No.
What are you suggesting then?
No, he should say the 4 rakats.
So then there is no problem. No question left.
What is the hikmat? When the Imam...
Hikmat is obvious. The absurdity of everyone saying 2 rakats behind an imam and going his own several paths. That is the disorderly situation and laughable situation and absurd situation which is avoided. And you must remember that Imam is to follow, is to be followed.
Yes.
If Imam makes a mistake, the Muqtadi has to commit the same mistake knowing that the Imam is making a mistake.
Yes,
but if the Imam says 4 rakat, the Muqtadi must say the 4 rakat.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The hikmat should be asked regarding Imam saying 2 rakat
yes.
and the Muqtadi saying 4 rakat.
Yes.
So you put your question in the wrong place.
Yes.
First of all,
that is my
I understand.
question.
I'm correcting your perspective first.
Yes, sir.
The question should not have been in relation to the Imam saying 2 rakat, that 4 rakat, and a man on journey saying the 4 rakat.
That is all right.
There is no problem. It's absolutely all right.
Yes.
Now the question is, the Imam is saying 2 rakat.
Yes.
What is farz, what is obligatory for those who are not on journey is 4 rakat.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the obligatory cannot be sacrificed for the sake of optional. The choice of Imam is optional. A local Imam could be made. But if you make an Imam who is on journey,
yes.
then this is an optional issue with you. This does not permit others to forego the obligatory part of the injunction and ignore it and finish their prayer only in 2 rakat. If, suppose, this had happened, do you know what would happen? For every prayer, people look right and left. Is there a man on journey? Any Musafir, please? Come forward and lead the prayer. How laughable the whole situation will become. Eh? Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, please. Or after that, I think there's no question. There shouldn't be any question anymore. There's such a wonderful question, and everybody has become so happy. And now I think it's also time for dinner, isn't it? Already? Late? It's okay. So do you call it a day, or shall we sit longer for some more questions to be answered? No, it's not up to me, it's up to them. A bit longer, okay. Next, please. Oh, mashallah. Mr. Little Loan. Wa alaikum salam.
Well, my question today is, how do you become a prophet?
A what?
How do you become a prophet?
You don't become a prophet.
How do you become a Khalifa?
You don't become a Khalifa either. You are made a prophet and you are made a Khalifa by God. How did you become alone?
From my dad.
Did you become yourself alone?
No.
You don't know how you became. Because you are made alone, so no questions are asked. When you have no choices of your own being on the issue of what you should be or what you are, then this question is invalid. Khalifa does not become, a person does not become a Khalifa himself. A person does not become a prophet himself. It is God's choice, He makes it, and in the first case, He expresses His choice directly by addressing the person whom He has decided to make a prophet of God. And in the second case, He expresses His choice through the will of the believers who have been trained trained in electing offices honestly, and only to elect somebody whom they believe should be Khalifa in accordance with his relation to God and his fear of God, that is taqwa. So when people are trained to think in these terms, their choice becomes the choice of God, because they choose according to the standards employed by God, right? Or devised by God. And then Allah has also special blessing. He extends the cover of His mercy over such electoral college, and as if they are guided by the spirit of holiness. So that is why we call Allah makes the prophet and Allah makes the Khalifa. They don't become themselves. If you are entertaining any wrong thoughts, please dispel them. Right? Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I have two questions, if you
Please.
permit. My first, Zur, we've all seen the situation in the Middle East and Palestine, where Palestinians are killing each other, recently has been seen in the news. In light of this and other recent events in the region, what does Zur see as the future for the region at the moment?
You see, it's not a regional question. It's a global question. This is not the first time that Muslims have started killing each other. This is not the only place where they have done so. They do it everywhere. Whenever the time comes, they never hesitate to kill other Muslims for the sake of some political or other ulterior motives.